Sit up. Feel the bed beneath you. You're alive. Right now is your moment. Too many people wake up halfway, already tired, already bruised from yesterday's doubts, already half convinced a day won't go their way. But not you. Not unless you let it. Because your mornings decide your momentum. Here's the truth. How you start your day is how you live your day. If you open your mind with distraction, scrolling, procrastinating, worrying, you give your power away before you even move. If you start with clarity and intention, you carry that energy into every moment. That's why today, right now, you're going to ignite something inside you. You're going to burn with purpose before the world even knows what hit it. You're going to treat this morning like it matters. Because it does. Imagine this. You wake up and speak words that light your soul, words that tap into your strength, words that remind your heart. I'm here. I'm ready. You're not just starting another day. You're starting your day with conviction, with hunger, with energy that stays with you long after the coffee wears off. Let's break it down. Right now you have two choices. Stay in bed, sleepy and scattered, or get up, breath deep, and light that internal flame. Imagine getting out of bed, stretching, pausing, and whispering to yourself, today's mine. I'm not broken. I'm built. I'm not behind. I'm becoming. That voice, that mindset, it changes everything. Your body wakes up. Your mind clears. Your shoulders square. Your heart pumps. And just like that, you're in motion. Because you weren't put on this planet to blend into the background. You were made to stand tall, to shine, to grow, to be sacred in every moment. And it starts with what you tell yourself first. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from now. You're not powerless. You're prepared. You're not missing something. You are something real, unbreakable, extraordinary. Let me be real. Motivation fades. Coffee fades. But the voice in your head, that's what you control. And when that voice speaks with fire, nothing can stop the spark it creates. So I want you to look around your room. Look at the bed, the clock, the walls. Let everything witness this moment. You're deciding to show up. You're deciding to speak loud. You're deciding your energy enters right. Because let me remind you, this world doesn't wait. Days slip by fast. Opportunities chase the brave, not the passive. And if you stay in comfort while your calling knocks, you'll never catch it. But if you wake up with fire, if you speak power into your day, you start pulling momentum in your direction. And momentum, it carries you past doubts, past setbacks, past the noise. Every successful person I've seen, they didn't wake up and hope it was their day. They woke up and made it their day. They spoke fire over their story. They lit the torch before sunrise and ran with that energy when others were still stretching or scrolling or hoping. And you can do that too. Let me ask, how long will you let another morning pass you by? How long will you let someone else design your day? Your mood, your energy, your focus. It stops now. Rise up, whisper those truths. Stretch, move, posture strong, prepare mentally, fuel with purpose, and walk into your world with a spark that can't be ignored. Don't wait for permission. Don't chase a sign. This moment is the sign. This moment is the permission. Everything that happens today, you started it. You opened the door. You lit the match. You were ready. So stand up, take a breath, speak your power, and stay on that fire all day long. Today is not just another 24 hours. It's your launch pad. It's the space where your energy meets action. It's where your morning mind meets your unstoppable purpose. This is how you become unstoppable. This is how momentum is born. This is how winners wake up. Now let's build from here. So let's start with this simple truth. I'm built for this. That's not a catchphrase. That's a declaration, a refusal to shrink, a reminder to yourself that you were made to endure storms and come out stronger. Life's going to test you. It's not just the big battles. It's the quiet days when nothing seems to move forward. The small moments when you question your worth, your direction. Those days, they tell you a lot about who you really are. But more importantly, they reveal who you decide to be when it's hard. That's when you say, I'm built for this. Not because everything's easy, but because even in struggle, you rise. You face pain, maybe disappointment, maybe loss, maybe times when a voice in your head said just quit, yet you didn't. You showed up again. That tells me everything I need to know. You're stronger than your excuses. You're deeper than your doubts. You're built for this. Embrace the struggle. Not because you enjoy suffering, but because you understand that without it, you wouldn't level up. Without the pressure, you wouldn't build resilience. Without the resistance, you wouldn't develop strength. So the harder the road, the sharper your edge becomes. When you wake up and speak, "I'm built for this," you're setting a tone, not just for the morning, but for your whole life. You're choosing an identity rooted in perseverance. You're reminding yourself you've made it through storms before, and you'll do it again. That mindset changes everything. Suddenly, hardship isn't a stop sign. It becomes a stepping stone. Fear doesn't paralyze you. It educates you. Doubt doesn't defeat you. It teaches you to refocus. You become someone who doesn't avoid pain. They learn from it, get stronger through it, and stand firmer because of it. Stop comparing your hardest chapters to someone else's highlight reel. You're not built to be comfortable. You're built for growth. And growth rarely feels easy. But you've done bigger things than you know because you kept going. And that's worth owning out loud every single morning. Let me remind you this. You didn't get here by accident. You weren't punched forward. You took every hit and kept moving. You turned setbacks into setups. You took every no and sharpened your yes. That's not luck. That's faith in yourself. That's grit. That's proof you're built for this. You may not always feel confident. You may still have doubt. That's okay. Feeling fear doesn't disqualify you. It just shows growth is near. If you've ever been afraid and shown up anyway, that's your superpower. That's your proof that you can face what scares you and still rise. That's how you know I'm built for this. So when the alarm goes off next time, before you glance at your phone or reach for coffee, speak to yourself. I'm built for this. Repeat it until you feel your spine straighten and your mind sharpen. Let that statement echo through your thoughts, your habits, your hustle today. Because you don't need a mood. You need a mindset. You don't need fuel from others. You need conviction from within. Start referring to yourself as someone who can handle storms, not someone running from them. Stop asking if you're enough and start reminding yourself you're built for this. When you carry that into your day, you change the trajectory of how you handle pressure, setbacks, and struggle. You shift from reacting to resisting, from being pulled into chaos to operating from calm strength. You become someone who doesn't just survive the process. You thrive in it. Remember, you weren't handed softness. You were designed for depth, not with luck, but with purpose. Not for ease, but for endurance. Not for excuses, but for execution. You're not fragile. You're forming, and that's unstoppable. So own it out loud, in your head, on your commute, in your mirror, in your journal, especially on your hardest days, when you feel tired, when you feel beat. That's when "I'm built for this" matters most. That's when it changes the story. You're not behind. You're not lost. You're not weak. You're built for this. You've done it before. You'll do it again. And this time, you're choosing to know exactly who you are, unshakable, uncompromised, unstoppable. You're built for this. Stop what you're doing and look. Look right now. Today is here. The sun has risen. You have a chance to do something with this day. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. Today. Messy? Probably. Unexpected? Definitely. Full of opportunity? Absolutely. Let me repeat it, because it matters. Today belongs to you. That doesn't just sound good. It changes everything. Because most people wake up and feel like they're behind the moment they open their eyes. They let yesterday's mistakes, dread for tomorrow, and noise from the news hijack their vibe. By lunch, they're drained emotionally and mentally, running from what-ifs rather than charging into what is. But you're different. You're not here to survive the day. You're here to own it. And owning today starts the moment you refuse to hand over your power. That means no scrolling, no complaining, no comparing. Not even a little. because every second of your attention is fuel. So decide how you spend it, and decide today is yours. When you wake up, say it, "This day is mine." Don't ask permission. Don't rant about how tired you are. Don't run through your to-do list and sigh over deadlines and demands. Just say it, claim it, then stand up, walk tall, and let the moment feel different. When you believe you own the day, you show up with energy, even if halfway through you feel exhausted. You stay curious when life gets dull. You stay hopeful when things don't go your way. You stay on purpose, even when chaos tries to pull you off track. Own the morning, and you own the momentum. Think about this. Your habits shape your day. What you choose in the first 60 minutes, that sets the tone. Whether you scroll mindlessly or you breathe, stretch, plan, speak your power. You speak a message to yourself. This day is mine, and your brain listens. You stop waiting. You start moving. You begin responding with purpose, not wandering with distraction. Next, own your time. Do one thing that matters. Even if it's small, even if it's imperfect, take the first step toward a goal that scares you. Write that line. Send that message. Make that call. Show up, even if nobody sees. Because those moments are not small. Those moments are commitment. They signal your brain, "I own this opportunity." And then the brain follows with energy, clarity, even creativity. Then own your energy. Keep checking in. Are you losing focus? Pause. Breathe. Walk outside. Hydrate. Reset. Energy is your most precious resource. Don't trade it for drama, gossip, low vibrations, or scrolling loops. If something drains you, let it go. But you're not just owning the flow, you're owning your shift. When the day gets heavy, that's your test. Not permission to shut down. Not a moment to excuse yourself. That's your permission to lead. Because leadership isn't loud. It's not always visible. Most leadership moments are quiet. Choosing calm over chaos. Choosing strength over chaos. Choosing mindful action over reaction, even when you don't feel like it. So if your day turns sideways, if relationships feel strained, if news hits you hard, if a plan falls apart, remember, you didn't lose today because your circumstance changed. You lose only when your belief in your own ownership does. So breathe, reset, say it again, "Today is mine," and move like it. And look, owning today doesn't mean you ignore tomorrow. You prepare for it, but not before you win your day. Plant the seeds now. Lay the groundwork now. Because when you win today, you build tomorrow. Ever wonder why losers latch onto tomorrow? Because it's a promise, a dream that doesn't speak yet. Winners start building in the soil of now, even if the roots aren't visible. Because they know even hidden growth matters. It's laying foundation. And foundation build houses, not huts. Then at the end of the day, claim ownership again. Keep your commitments. Show appreciation. Reflect on what you did well. And forgive what you didn't. But don't sleep feeling like you wasted your moment. Because today belonged to you and you honored it. Remember, days are powerful. Each one holds 24 hours to reset, to start, to share, to grow, to love, to produce. And many people let that power slip away because they never claimed it. Don't let that be you. You deserve more. You want more. And you start with this day. So when you wake up tomorrow or any day after that, look yourself in the mirror, ring your mornings with intention, and say it loud. Today is mine. Bow to nothing before 10 a.m. Start your moment on purpose. Let energy be your answer. Let action be your reply. Let your story begin with ownership, not question. Own the morning. Own the day. Own your life. Because that power, it starts now. Today. Right here. Yours. Let's talk about this. Because it matters more than you know. Every day, life is offering you two paths. Peace or chaos. And most people drift into chaos without even realizing it. They wake up, scroll, absorb bad news, get tangled in drama, jump into arguments, worry about what others think. By the end of the day, they feel drained, defeated, and distracted. You're not here for that. You're the kind of person who sees behind the noise and says, "No more." You know the world can be loud, but that doesn't mean your mind has to be. You get to choose peace over chaos. Beginning now, right here, moment after moment. Let's break down what that looks like. First, protect your mind. Your thoughts are real. They shape your day. If you fill your head with negativity, it filters everything. You wake up thinking about stress, money, conflict, fear. That's inviting chaos. Instead, you choose awareness. You recognize when your mind is going dark. You press pause, breathe, and reset. Maybe it's with a short walk. Maybe it's with a gratitude check. Maybe it's with a reset mantra. Whatever you choose, you refuse to stay in the rubble of bad thoughts. Next, protect your energy. Your environment matters. Who you talk to, what you scroll, how you move, it all has an impact. Choose connection that feeds you, not drains you. Choose content that teaches, not terrifies. Choose silence when you need space. It's okay to say, I'm redirecting my energy. That's composting chaos so peace can grow. Claim your boundaries. You don't have to respond to every demand. You don't owe anger an invitation. You don't have to please every person. When someone tries to drag you into drama, you step back. You stay calm. You might walk away or respond with grace. You don't react. You respond. Because peace isn't passive, it's powerful. You choose your emotional battlefield. You choose where to go to war and where to hold ground. Then there's your daily pace. When you rush, life speeds up around you. You trip, you snap, you lose yourself. Peace comes when you slow down, even for a few minutes. You choose to breathe during tough tasks. You pause when things get fast. You level your energy so you can think clearly instead of fight blindly. Choose your battles. Not every fire must be fought. Some things aren't worth your internal peace. Maybe you decide you won't argue traffic. You won't read every comment. You won't try to explain yourself when it's clear they're not listening. You accept that peace is more precious than proving your point. And let's talk about internal peace, the one you carry inside even if storms rage outside. That's the deepest kind. That means when your heartbeat races, you're reminded to calm. When worry pressures your chest, you find anchor in truth. When the world demands game face, your soul's already in rest. That's leadership. That's maturity. That's choosing peace over chaos, even in chaos. What about mistakes? Yeah, you made them. You'll make them again. Chaos loves to shout, you screwed up. But peace says, it's okay. I'll learn. You refuse to punish yourself forever. You own it, you repair it, and you move. That's not pretending. That's progressing. Look, choosing peace doesn't make you passive. It makes you powerful. It means when others combust, you stay clear-headed. When others lash out, you show up with calm. When others collapse under pressure, you lead with strength. You show respect, not reaction. You heal, not hurt. You build, not break. When your world crumbles, peace is a foundation you rebuild on. Without it, you relive the chaos. But with it, you rise wiser, steadier, stronger. You carry peace not just for yourself, but to help steady others. You become a lighthouse in the storm, not part of it. You might think, that's hard. I need to defend myself. I get it. But listen, when you fight every battle, you lose them all. Choose the right battles. Choose purpose over panic. Choose centering over chaos. It starts small. A better breath, a kinder word, a stronger pause, a healthier boundary, a moment of calm courage. Over time, peace becomes your default, not just a strategy. Your mind stays clear. Your heart stays steady. Your life starts to flow, not fracture. And trust this, peace doesn't mean you don't care. It means you choose to show up whole. It means you respect your own worth. It means you value your energy. And that transforms everything, from your relationships to your results to the way you feel at night. So choose peace today. First thing, one choice at a time. One calm breath before reaction. One refusal to jump into drama. One step back instead of one blow up. One moment of clarity when things get loud. Do that. Carry it with intention. And you won't just survive another day. You'll own it. Because peace isn't just quiet. It's powerful. It's a statement. It's a force you bring into your day, your work, your world. Today, it's yours peacefully, purposefully, powerfully. Next one's important. I'm not behind. I'm still becoming. Stop comparing. Stop rushing. Everyone's got a different timeline. Yours is sacred. You're not where you used to be, and that's what matters. Progress is louder than perfection. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep going. One small step, one small win. That's how legends are built. Last thing, maybe the hardest one to believe. I am enough. Not when I get more followers. Not when I make more money. Not when I finally get there. Now, as I am, with the scars, with the flaws, with the unfiltered story. You don't have to become someone else to be powerful. You don't have to wear a mask to be loved. The real you, that's where the magic is. Say it again. I am enough, and I'm getting better every day. Look, your words are your weapons, or your weights. Choose the ones that build you. Choose the ones that carry you. Start your mornings by reminding yourself the truth, not the fear. Speak with power, move with fire, and walk into every room like you belong there. Because you do. And every single morning, you've got two choices. Speak life or speak limits. So, which one are you choosing tomorrow?